The other half, and this is to continue hypocrisy, the other half of the hypocritical equation is everything that you found good and noble, you suddenly find terrible and evil. A great example is a neighbor of mine. A couple weeks ago, I was out walking about, and they were carefully and yet dedicatedly removing a bumper sticker that was quite famous during the Bush reign. And it said, "Dissent is patriotic." Oh, I know many people who had that sticker. And I don't know any of them who still have that sticker on the car that they had. They've all removed that sticker. As soon as Obama got in office, that sticker had to come down, because dissent is no longer patriotic. Now it is treasonous. And that pisses me off. I'm a firm believer that dissent is always patriotic. If somebody could actually create a God, and that God could come down, and that God would lead our country, I would still dissent. I would still argue and fight. And simply because it need to. All of us need to. We need to question everything our leaders do. But I don't know anybody who has kept the dissent is patriotic sticker on their vehicle. Another thing that has happened is if you look at the way people act in the news media, Fox News, NBC, MSNBC, ABC, CBS, they've all drawn their lines. And they are now criticizing or not criticizing the current administration for the exact things that they did not or did criticize the previous administration on. And that offends me deeply. It's amazing. It's when you find that the people who hate America most are those that benefit from America's law. The liberal segment of society, especially, they adore Castro, they adore Chavez, they adore dictators. And I'm not talking about the majority of the left, I'm talking about the far left, of course. They do. They just desperately adore dictators. And it doesn't matter that the first people these dictators attack are the extreme left, are the ones who want the voice. Those are the first people put in prison or murdered. Because I think in America we've just lost that edge. We've lost the ability to look at why and who. And then you look at the other side, on the right, like, what the fuck is the right thinking? They decry dictators. They decry the loss of liberty. And then they support the Texas Board of Education. Really? So you want people to have liberty, but you want them to be too stupid to make a decision? Now, don't get me wrong, both political parties, both political dynamics in America, because there are only two. There's no middle ground. We don't have a party for the middle ground. They both require an idiot base. They don't require a voter base. They require an idiot base. And it's kind of like a challenge. Who can make the most stupid, or the most people stupid, the fastest? You know, and that's sad. And I think it's demonstrated by after every regime turn, after every reign of whoever's in office, watch. If it shifts parties, people are scratching bumper stickers off their cars because those bumper stickers only count against your opponent. And that's kind of stupid. It makes me really glad to be a person who votes on a human's merit for office rather than their party affiliation. If you vote Democrat and have voted Democrat for 5, 10, 15, 20, 50 years, you're a fucking idiot. And if you have voted Republican for 5, 10, 15, 20, 50 fucking years, you're a fucking idiot. Don't vote party. Party doesn't matter. I mean, hell, in America, they're basically one party. Vote for the person best for the job. You know what might happen? What just might happen? It's weird. It happens in hundreds of countries around the world, and it might just happen here. We might just get the best people in office. If you stop buying into the slippery slope idiocy that vote for the lesser of the two evils. Because guess what? In every election there are 3 and 4 and 5 politicians. Yes, probably 3 and 4 and 5 evil. But you're not voting for the least evil. You're voting the lesser of the two. And frankly, I would not be offended to see either party dissipate into nothingness tomorrow. Just keep a watch on your own hypocrisy. And notice where it shows up. Seriously, this is between you and yourself. But take note of it. If you scraped dissent is patriotic off your bumper, realize why.